Hey now, Marvel Maniacs, enough said, and Super Connectivity Agent Phil Parrish here, ready to get into some of the first Marvel books of 2015. Let's go to it! Amazing Spider-Man number 12 is part 4 of the Spider-Verse story. The issue begins with Moreland and his father kidnapping Benjamin Parker, the baby brother of Spider-Girl. As the inheritors are about to leave, Peter Parker of the 616 Earth returns with reinforcements. 3 Spider-Men, all from different versions of Japan, including Takua Yamashiro, the Spider-Man of Earth 51778, who has giant robot armor. We then see Silk on Earth 3145, which has almost no life on it thanks to a thermonuclear war. The inheritors cannot stand the ruined environment for an instant, so Silk heads to this Earth version of the Fallout shelter she spent many years in, which cloaks all spiders from the inheritors' senses. We then see the Spider Army jumping from Earth to Earth, with the inheritors always one step behind. Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman, is undercover in the inheritors' home. She manages to send Peter some ancient scrolls that hold a secret to defeating the inheritors. The issue ends with the Spider Army holding up in the Fallout shelter on Earth 3145, where Silk introduces Peter to that Earth's totem, Earth 345's version of, get ready for a big spoiler, his Uncle Ben. Shock ending. Spider-Man 2099 number 7 is a Spider-Verse tie-in. This issue picks up where last issue left off, with Miguel and Lady Spider attempting to do an autopsy on the body of inheritor Deimos. Meanwhile, an alive Deimos and another clone body is imprisoned in the Alchemax Tower. Deimos uses the energy field restraining him to kill this body so he can come back and attack the spiders in a new clone body. Since Miguel needs more time to study the first dead body of Deimos, he calls in help. Punisher 2099, who distracts Deimos enough for Miguel and Lady Spider to escape to the safe zone of Earth 13. The issue ends with them finding the devastation of the battle that took place there. Next was Ant-Man number 1. We find Scott Lang jobless, trying to find a job and have a great little relationship with his daughter Casey, while trying to navigate around his ex-wife and to be a superhero. Scott goes to Stark Enterprises to apply for the chief security job, but has to compete against Victor Mantua, David Allen, Prodigy. Wasn't there another Prodigy on the Slingers team? Oh well. And the new female Beetle. After an awkward scene at Tony's apartment between Tony and the Beetle, Scott wins the security job. But once Scott finds out that his ex-wife is moving his daughter to Miami, Scott leaves it all behind to go to Miami to be with Casey, which angers Tony Stark. Superior Iron Man, Ant-Man battle anyone? Winter Soldier number 3 features the story of Bucky Barnes and Daisy Johnson. Anyone remember that name from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Traveling to the planet Mer-Zebo, Bucky has had a dream that he kills the Queen there. Is she a threat? Is Bucky falling for her? And who's that shadowy figure in the background? It's a version of Bucky from the future. What's it all mean? Well, I guess we'll have to find out next issue. Iron Fist the Living Weapon number 8 continues the story of Danny Rand's preparations for his battle against the One. The issue begins with a flashback of Danny meeting Brenda the reporter from issue number 1. Most of the issue features Danny having visions of journeying to a version of hell to see his mother. She says he has freed her by forgiving her for leaving him, and he needs to forgive his father also. The issue ends with Danny donning a new costume and preparing to go to war with the One. Hulk 10 is the one we've been waiting for. The issue opens with Doc Green traveling to San Francisco to get some files that Bruce Banner left with Matt Murdock. Matt tells Doc Green that he can't turn the files over until he hears from Bruce. Matt tells Doc Green he will hit him with a restraining order. Doc Green chuckles and leaves. A few hours later, we see Matt receive a second visitor, General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, aka the Red Hulk. Thunderbolt wants to know what Doc Green wanted, but then it becomes clear. Doc Green wanted to bring Thunderbolt out into the open. Thunderbolt hulks out, and the two Hulks begin to fight, which is what we were waiting for, until Matt tells them to take it somewhere else. He says destroying San Francisco is Tony Stark's job. Superior Iron Man, anyone? Doc Green opens a portal to his Beehive headquarters. The two Hulks battle in the Beehive until Doc Green gets all the scans he needs on the Red Hulk, at which point Doc pushes Red Hulk back through the portal and deposits him in a volcano. Doc Green then evacuates the Beehive and destroys it, and him and his people transport to the now abandoned Baxter building. The issue ends with Matt Murdock making a call about Doc Green to Bruce Banner's cousin, Jennifer Walters, aka the She-Hulk. And finally, Legendary Star-Lord number 7 features Kitty Pryde's rescue of Peter Quill from the Slaughter Squad, and their leader Mr. Knife, who turned out to be Peter's father. We also see the Black Vortex, which looks like a full-length mirror that is going to play a big part in February's Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord, and all-new X-Men crossover. Well, that's it for this week. Want to discuss some Marvel with me or have a topic you want to hear on Super Connectivity? Podcast them on with Mr. Charlie Esser? Email me at nightwingpdp@gmail.com, or I'm on Twitter @nightwingpdp. Tune in next time for more exciting Marvel adventures. Nuff said.